Leader of the Vigo County School Corporation says we are at a critical crossroads and something needs to be done. Good evening and welcome to News 10 on My Fox 10. We have team coverage tonight. News 10's Sarah Lehman and Rondrell Moore were both at the Vigo County School Board meeting tonight. They have all the information you need about the future for Vigo County schools. We're first going to get to News 10's Sarah Lehman's story. Tonight at the Vigo County School Board meeting, Superintendent Dr. Robert Hayworth gave a presentation about problem areas and concerns of the schools. It was a proposal to the board and everyone there for what they're going to do to help moving forward.
In a presentation to the Vigo County School Board Monday night, Superintendent Dr. Robert Hayworth says the school is at a critical crossroads in cash balance. He says since 2016, he believes the school corporation has been deficit spending or spending money we don't have.
We're not acting out of desperation. We believe we have some plans to put in place. We look forward to taking those plans to our community, see what their reaction is, and so that we can secure a strong future for our students.
Hayworth says some of the reasons for the decline are less state and federal funding, inflation, and a total decline in students. A lot of those things we can't change. Hayworth gave examples in his presentation of ways everyone can help the corporation.
I believe the best course of action is reducing our budget by $4 million and going to our community, asking for some assistance.
The financial status wasn't the only thing discussed. The district has also seen a huge shortage in teachers. Hayworth says 42 teacher positions were filled by long-term subs last year. He's explained how the school is behind on technology for the students and staff. He says there's a huge need in updated equipment. But Monday night wasn't about answering all of these questions. Hayworth says it's something he wants to hear from you.
How do we respond to that situation is really the conversation we want to start.
Dr. Hayworth is going to be holding community forums like he did when he first started his job last year. Dates, times, and locations for those will be announced sometime later this week. To continue our team coverage, News 10's Rondrell Moore is back in our newsroom. He has more on a referendum that could affect you.
Well, Dr. Hayworth certainly threw a lot of information during tonight's meeting for you to digest, but it all comes down to a decision potentially for you, the voter. During tonight's meeting, Hayworth brought up 4 potential ways to fight the district's financial and staffing issues. The first would be to cut nearly $8 million from its budget. This could include things like freezing wages, restructuring buildings, reducing staff, or other options. Next, he presented putting a referendum on the ballot for November. It would ask for $8 million. That money would come from property taxes. These 2 options would only help the district stay afloat. They wouldn't address staffing issues. A third option would be to put a referendum asking for $10 million on the ballot. This would address staffing. But Hayworth is suggesting a fourth option. It would be a combination of cutting the budget by $4 million and asking for $7 million in a referendum. That option would break down like this. If it happened, taxpayers would pay 16 cents out of every dollar they paid in property taxes. That means roughly if you pay $100,000 for your home, you'd be paying $53 a year, or roughly $4.50 a month. That number goes up or down depending on the value of your home. We spoke with Vigo County School Board President Jackie Lauer. She says she was not surprised by tonight's presentation and agrees something needs to be done. She applauded Hayworth's transparency in this situation as a welcome change from the past.
I think you need to let people know, and there's no reason, there's no reason to hide anything. If there is, then there's something wrong, and we have gone through that.
We should note lots of things would need to happen before you'd see anything come out of your property taxes. The county would need to approve the referendum. Before that, the school board would need to decide if they even wanted to take that course of action. Board members tell me the referendum question will go before them sometime in July. Again, we should stress so much came out of this meeting. If you'd like to see the full presentation or see the slideshow, you can go to our website. We have it there for you. That's, of course, WTHI-TV.com. Reporting live in the newsroom, I'm Rondrell Moore. Patrice, back to you.
Well, tonight